Tonight it's Marc Godtz. He's the owner and operator of Green Isle Gardens, where we will be visiting this weekend for our field trip. Marc has, for over 20 years, been experimenting and learning from mentors in the field, different protocols for growing an array of native species not typically used within the horticulture industry. In his pastime, he enjoys Florida. He enjoys exploring Florida to discover new species with which to experiment. So he's been doing this for a long time. His nursery is very beautiful, and we're very happy to have him here tonight. So please welcome Marc Godtz.
Hello, and thanks for letting me come to your meeting and talk about what I do every day. It's a lot of fun. So, and I'm sorry April couldn't be here. She had another meeting to go to this evening, but she's actually some of the magic behind these buildings that you see here in the background photo, which is Green Isle Gardens. We actually have 4 greenhouses and a 5th one coming. Last year we produced over 500,000 plants for public lands and public properties, including lots of residentials and commercial properties. And so we're expanding a lot more and hope to have close to 1 million plants going out possibly by the end of this year. We've got a lot of large contracts. There we go. So what is plant propagation? Well, I think we all know what it is. It's having fun with plants in order to share with others, and so you can have more to share with others. And so there's several types of plant propagation, but for the most part, why I started my business was to help out creatures, not people. And you know, the people get the side benefits of seeing all the creatures come visit the plants, but I really do this for the birds and butterflies and other creatures that come into the public lands. And for your backyard, it's mostly just avian creatures, insects and birds. All right, methods of propagation. I'm gonna, you know, I'll kind of go through some of the scientific stuff and try to make it as fun as possible. I'm not a scientist, although I have a degree in horticulture. I don't use it much. I have to run a business, which takes up a lot of my time. But I really would like to get excited about. All right, so the methods of propagation, sexual and asexual. First off, we'll kind of go over the asexual, which is cutting or clones, and the reason for doing that. And then I'm going to go into sexual or seeds, which is probably the most important. But probably the top one, and what you see here, why we do some of the cutting production that we do. You see a pink salvia here in the bloom, a Salvia coccinea, which is typically red. Pink's become a very popular color, and there's also a white for individual folks and commercial projects. They both seem to be pollinated with as much fury as the red, although the red is the original. The pink is a process of the red and the white sporting together, and the seeds came about and we got a pink. And so in order to keep that pink going for production, we have to do just cuttings. If we did it by seeds, most of those seeds would revert back to red. So that's why we do some of the asexual production on that. All righty. Well, we'll try to go to the next slide. Yes, yes. All right. So the next one we have is Lakeside Twin Flower. It's become a very popular ground cover. Here you see one of our workers, Natalia. She does an excellent job with doing cuttings. You can kind of see a few samples of her work of the twin flower there. So for a product like this, where we need to, in this particular project, we have like 10,000 for an order. That's a lot of seed to try to collect from twin flower. So by doing cutting production, we're able to get a whole lot more of the same parent plant and get that order out. And so she's working diligently. She does about 1,000 cuttings a day. So within 10 days, we'll have our prop house full. In that first prop house you see, our misting prop house, we can fit about 15,000 cuttings at a time. All right, different methods of vegetative propagation. Stem cuttings is going to be the most popular that we do. And you can see some of the other ones. We'll review some of the other ones and what they're typically used for, but stem cuttings is our main use